like I said, I'm up to 4 units right now. That's a single family home in Germany, a condo in New York, and a duplex in Michigan. First, I want to talk about the unit in Germany, which is a single family home that I was able to buy with no money down. A little bit different in Germany than it is in the United States. I bought that property for 270,000 euro, and the mortgage structure for that is a little bit different than a typical amortization that you might see here. I did an 18.5 fixed interest. Excuse me, that's 18.5 year mortgage. At a 2.9% fixed interest. And what makes this different is it's not amortized the same. So this total quantity here is actually split up over that 18.5 years in a fixed level. So it's every month it's the same cost, right? And then the interest rate is same thing. It's the fixed amount, but the difference with this is I can pay down the interest on this mortgage whenever I would like to, up to a certain amount each year, which actually brings the mortgage costs down. And this became helpful later on when I wanted to increase the cash flow on this particular property and reduce some of my own risk. And I had some money to do that later on in the years. But when I initially bought this, I didn't have any money. I walked in and the bank asked for 3 pay stubs, and I said, I don't have any money to put down. Can you lend me the amount of the cost of the home as well as the money to closing costs? And in Germany, the closing costs are fixed at 10%, and that's split between the brokers. You actually share an attorney there between the seller, the government, and the buyer. So there's one notary attorney who's reviewing all the documents with you, and they did translate them with me and go over everything that the buyer and the seller were responsible for. And so they lent me that 10%, which allowed me to close. On top of that, I had a tenant already in place, so I was collecting rent. And this is something that I think any service member who's living in Germany, and I'm not familiar with other countries, so I don't want to speak on that, I think should take advantage of, especially if you're around a base that is going to be open for a while, because you can buy a property, rent it out to a service member, and actually be able to do it with no money down. The other benefit there is you know what the you know what the service members in the area, their housing allowance is going to be. So what they can actually pay, what those rents could look like to an American as opposed to a local national, which could have some language challenges, right? So this was a great opportunity, and this is how I got started in rental and in real estate investments.